Hey, it's the spot. Welcome to Monday Night Eats. If it's Monday night, I am making this video live, pre-recorded. So tonight, on Monday Night Eats, we're going to be making pizza. So stay tuned when we make pizza, and then stay tuned when we make green bean. And then next week, you can watch us make pizza. So you may have noticed by the panning camera that...
Okay, that has to stay in. What are you making?
Alright, anyway. Making pizza. We're going to be making a homemade pizza. If you ever wanted to trick your homemade pizzas, we can trick your pizzas with homework. Good things come to those who trick your pizzas. Today we're going to be making a homemade pizza with rising crust. And you go, how is that possible? And wow, that sounds like a lot of work. And I'm like, you know what? It is. But it doesn't have to be. Good things come to those who doesn't work. And I hope that YouTube videos count as work. We're making rising crust. No, we're not. We're going to be making stuffed crust pizzas today, okay? Alright, batter up. Alright, so we're going to be making stuffed crust pizza. So we need some ingredients that you typically find with a pizza. You know, a lot of ingredients. So we're going to show off our sauce first. It is a homemade style sauce for our homemade stuffed crust pizza. Over here we have our cheese. This is shredded pizza blend cheese. It's cheese, what else can I say? Over here we have pepperoni. Yeah, pepperoni. It's over 70 slices, so don't worry. The star of the show is me, but for today's episode, see, a lot of people, they worry, they go, oh, I gotta knead the dough, and I gotta, you know, toss it around, up in the air. No fears, it's a very simple recipe. The star of today's show is stuffed crust. So you can just buy it in the store, pre-stuffed. Makes it pretty easy. You just rip off the side. And it's gonna look something like this. But there's some changes we have to make to it. The stuffed crust pizza typically comes in a kit, but we won't be using the kit. We'll be using what we bought it for, which is the stuffed crust. Now, some of the factory settings might be a little difficult, so you might have to get a little bit of brute force in it. It's hard work, but it's honest work. Well, we got a fighter. Now, we don't have to knead the dough, but we do need the dough. So now that we have our stuffed crust, we can go ahead and put our toppings on it. So we're gonna bring our toppings over. First thing we need is the sauce. Now it says to preheat the oven. Okay, whatever. Spoon on this jar of pizza sauce. Now what? Sprinkle with 1 cup shredded mozzarella cheese and your favorite toppings. This is some weird instructions. How do you do this? Spoon on, oh, it doesn't have to be on the top of the jar, it's a riddle. So the spoon on the jar, but you gotta sprinkle it with 1 cup. Spoon on this jar, sprinkle with 1 cup shredded mozzarella. Oh. Oh, I'm losing the spoon. Oh no. I messed it up. This ain't good. This is harder than it looks. Sprinkle with cheese. Oh. I think I lost the spoon. Now that said to sprinkle on the toppings with it too, but I didn't have enough hands for that. And if you're left with a few extras, you can feel free to eat them up. Alright, we need to cook it. So if you don't have a pizza pan, you can use a pizza pan like this one. Alright, so you'll take your pizza pan and you'll take your pizza, combine the two. There you have it. Look at your stuffed crust box to tell you how long to cook your homemade stuffed crust pizza. And then, there you have it.
Hello, we're in the Monday Night Eats kitchen. I'm Mr. Glove. Hello. Tonight we have made pizza, but next week we're gonna make pizza. Yay! Happy dance, 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 happy dance.
Here we've got our stuffed crust. And the best part, these homemade pizzas, stuffed crust is the stuffed crust. Some good stuffed crust. And we can rest easy at night, knowing we made it and we know what went into it.
Tune in every Wednesday to the local news.
I'm Judy James.
Cats are viral.
Alright, and welcome back. Our green bean recipe for today is very simple, yet it has a little bit of prep work. It can still be done in as short as 15 minutes or so, or less, or longer, depending on how slow you are. So, what you're gonna need is any green beans, you're gonna want any cheese, and you're gonna want any corn dogs. You're gonna take the corn dogs and you're gonna defrost them, heat them up just a little bit. You want to get them nice and malleable. So I recommend just popping them in the microwave for a few moments. And we're gonna go up, you know, whatever, 400. Alright, so I went in ahead and microwaved these for about 30 seconds. And what you're going to want to do is take a knife. Butter knife will work just fine. You're going to go to the end. In. Just kind of twist it a bit. And our goal is to remove all of the hot dog without damaging the shell. You can momentarily pull it out. Alright, so once you get it hollowed out nicely, you can go ahead and add your beans. And you're taking your cheese and you're just gonna stuff it in around your beans. You can push this in with your knife or your finger, and you're just gonna fill it up. You can do this with the baked beans recipe. You can do this many different ways. I like my green beans straight out of the can. And once you have it filled to your desired size, you can go ahead and reinsert the stick. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and pop this in the oven. Alright, let's take a bite. Really good. That's all for today's episode. Every time you gotta open your mouth.
5 takes in, it's still good.
Hope it's not gone bad yet. Alright,